Okay, is we recording on here? Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we're recording.
Hey fam, it's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker, and I'm coming to you. I'm at the LTI in the driver's lounge here in Madison in St. Louis, Illinois. And I have my brother, Anthony Berry, is with me. He is, let me give you some background on Anthony so y'all will know, okay? He was with me with KLLM. We was over there at KLLM together, where he was over there running the LMS account, and he went home and spent some time with his daughter and things like that, and he knew I was over here at LTI, and he came over here and joined me over here, and I'm gonna just let him talk to you and tell you about LTI and what he's doing. I'm on the regional account, and he is on dedicated, and I'm gonna let him tell you about the company because y'all always hear from me, so I want him to be able to tell you his experience, how long he's been here, and what he does over here as far as what account he's on. Go ahead, Anthony.
All right, so what I do is I'm on Candy account, so I run from Bolingbrook, Illinois out, or I'll run from Grand Prairie, Texas, which is right near Dallas, out. We generally run just the Midwest up to the east. We'll run Candy from the factories out to our receiver, and then we'll get broker loads to come back to our warehouses. I came over here after I saw my big little sis, come over to the company, and I called her and we had a conversation, and immediately.
How long you been here? About what?
I've
3
been
months now?
Since the second weekend of January.
Second week in January.
Right after the New Year, yeah.
And where you from? You from
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And you've been driving for what? How many years?
I've been driving since 2012. I got my civilian CDL, and in the Marines, I was explosives, but we had to drive as well. So I was driving in the Marines, so that was an extra 4 years on top of civilian.
Okay.
Yep.
And what about what is now? We're not doing over the road, but you didn't do over the road at KLLM, did you? You did
Yeah, it was over the road. It was LMS. So I had one lane that I was dealing with. I was dealing with hazmat, and you had to have your tanker endorsement because we were pulling the containers. They loaded the trailer with the different containers, and it gave the same motion as a tanker. So you had to have your tanker endorsement and your hazmat. So I was pulling a lot of like raw soybean seed, a lot of rice, and then I was pulling also hazmat loads right outside of Philadelphia. We picked up hazmat loads and ran them out to the Midwest.
Well, who was your recruiter? When you came to LTI, your recruiter was who?
My recruiter was Dante Shaw. Shout out to you.
How was he as a recruiter? Like with your first phone call, right? So when you put in your application at LTI, let us know what happened from there. What happened?
So I put in my application online, and it's a real quick one. You put it on there, and he'll text you back. Dante is crazy. Let me tell y'all, Dante is absolutely nuts. He's going to have you laughing from day one. This guy is nuts. But we had a real good conversation on the phone. You let him, explain everything to him, how you want to, when you want to come out, how you want to run everything like that, and he makes it happen. Then in orientation, when you come to orientation, he'll meet with you face to face. Even though he's just a recruiter, he's not just a recruiter. He's a recruiter. He's like a mentor, and also he's a problem solver. Because if you have any issues while you're out here on the road and you just feel like you're not getting results, Dante will make it happen. Not just Dante, the other recruiters, but Dante was mine, so I can speak for him. He made it happen. Anything that you needed, he was there.
How long was the process? Like, from when you started putting in your application and everything, how long did it take for Dante to get back with you?
I put in my application in the evening. Dante got back to me within 15 minutes.
Shut up. No, he did.
Yes, he did. Within 15 minutes, he texted my phone.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Okay. How long did it take for him to say you was good to go and everything was fine?
The process from that day, it was about a week.
Okay.
It was about a week because at the time I was working at home. I was an EMT. EMT in Philadelphia, not for Philadelphia Fire, but just an EMT out that way. And I told him I wanted to come back and drive and things like that. So it took just a week for me to get my paperwork together and get everything processed. Once I got everything processed, he said, "Do you want to come out now?" Now, I did it right at the end of last year.
Okay.
And he wanted me to come out, but I told him, because I have a 9-year-old daughter, I said I want to wait until after Christmas and New Year's, and then I'll come out. So actually, it was the first weekend in January I came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the orientation process like? Okay, so you got in to LTI, right? Mm-hmm. So when you went to do your physical, how was that? Was it?
It was easy.
Smooth? Okay.
It was easy. So we came in. We met at all of us met at the lobby of the hotel. We got in the van. We came out to the yard. Joanne, who's another recruiter, she came and picked us up in the van. She dropped us off here, and she said, "Y'all take the van and go do what you have to do." We went to the hospital. You go into the one part where you have to do your drug screening and your actual physical.
Okay.
That probably took about a half hour.
Okay.
Once you got done that, you had to walk across the street, and then you do your actual physical where you're on the treadmill and you're lifting things and things like that. It did not take long at all. It took, I mean, well, it was 4 of us. It was only 4 of us in that particular orientation group. And it may have took us like the first part of the afternoon because they had to, sometimes it was waiting just to get in. But once you got in, it was quick. It was smooth.
What about the orientation process? I mean, when you went to orientation, they changed it. Orientation used to be 3 days, but now it's 5 days. So did you feel like you got a lot of information in orientation?
Yeah. Now ours was 3 days. Ours was actually 3 days.
Okay, so you did 3 days.
Yeah, it was 3 days. On the 4th day, when we got up out of the hotel, we came to the yard. That's when we got our trucks. Now, because it was 4 of us, they actually gave us our trucks on that Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So
but
you
they had to,
early. Okay.
But we went back to the hotel until Thursday because our drug results hadn't come back yet.
Okay.
So
now with meeting everybody, like you got a chance when you got over here, you got a chance to meet your dispatcher, right?
Yep.
Did they do an interview with you?
No, they stopped doing that for some reason. You know how they used to do the interview with the dispatcher and your recruiter.
And the recruiter.
Yeah, they for some reason, I think they're trying to get back to that.
Okay.
But they stopped doing that for whatever.
When you met with your dispatcher, what did you decide to do? Because we have regional. We have dedicated accounts. That's the only 2 accounts. That's the only accounts that we had at the time. Now we got Midwest.
Yeah.
So you chose the Candy Ferreira dedicated account.
Yes.
So if you have any questions about that account and how it runs, then you need to message Anthony because he can give you all the information on that account. Yep. And basically on the dedicated Ferrari account, where do you run out of?
I'll generally run out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Okay. I ran a load from just this past week. I ran Bolingbrook to upstate New York, came back to Bolingbrook, ran upstate New York again, came back to Bolingbrook again, and then I ran up to the Bronx. I had to go up to Hunts Point. So I was in the Bronx, New York City. Don't let that scare you because once you do New York City load, they'll generally give it to somebody else.
Because a lot of people don't like to go to New York City. Like they're like, you say New York City and they out.
Yeah. Now I'm not, I'm from up there, so it doesn't bother me. But so they gave me the New York City run. I ran it. It's not as bad as people think New York City is. I mean, I got from the rest area I was at to Hunts Point. I got there in about an hour or less, and then I got right into the door. And the warehouse I went to, they took a little bit of time to unload me because they go through each pallet, but it wasn't too bad though. I mean, it was easy to maneuver around in the yard out there and things like that. Now
you went on a Candy account. You got a chance to meet your dispatcher before you even went out on the road. Also, let's see.
He said Bronx in the house.
Once you got that, you was able to get out. Did you feel like all the information that Dante gave you, the little bit of information that I can give you, because I didn't know anything about Candy, how did that live up to your expectation? Like,
you know what? It was, between the information that Dante gave me, because he said he couldn't even tell me a lot about the Candy account because he wasn't sure. But the dispatchers, I have 2 dispatchers and a fleet manager. I have Jennifer, I have Lauren, and then I have John, who's the fleet manager. So anything that any questions that you have for them, any concerns that you had, if you didn't know how to run certain loads or how certain warehouses work, you could talk to them. I called them and leaned on them. Not really a lot, because it was real, like, Candy account is basically real simple. It's basically from our warehouse to distribution DC, yeah,
okay,
like Walmart or something
okay.
like that. So it's pretty simple. But if you had an issue, you call them, they would kind of guide you in. But being that I was on the LMS dedicated with KLLM, that kind of helped out a lot.
Let me ask you this: what about when we was at KLM? KLM is like, you know, I would call it a mega company, because it had like about over 3,000 drivers, 5-6 terminals, and things like that.
Yep.
How is it to make the transition from going from a mega carrier over to a smaller carrier, because we're only like about maybe 300 drivers,
about 250,
250
drivers,
like that, and we only have one terminal, so we don't have a terminal like everywhere.
We got one.
How was the transition as far as communication and coming from a big mega carrier to down to like a smaller carrier?
For me, my personal opinion, way better. I have not gotten called by my truck number. They haven't asked me my truck number. And I'm talking from the young ladies that clean our trucks for us all the way up to the owner of the company, who I got to meet today. He just asked me my name, and as soon as I told him my name, his face lit up and he knew exactly who I was.
So you got, okay, also being here, you get to meet the owners, okay? Yes. You get to meet, you got a chance to meet Mr. Sabella.
Yep, Mr. Sabella.
You got Nick is the CEO, so you got a chance to meet him, okay? What was your first impression?
Oh, he was the man. I just met him today, and I called you right away because I was excited. Like, he was so down to earth, and he gave me his personal cell phone number. He told me he wants me to come back. He wants to have a meeting with me, just because he wants me to start spearheading, like, what you're doing, but on the veteran side. He wants to bring in some veterans that from the armed services that have their CDLs or that want to get their CDLs, to try to recruit some veterans in. And the thing that I like about it too is they open to suggestions, and they're willing to listen to the drivers to see what it is that, you know, we are doing and what we like, and some of the changes that will help us run or do better out here. You also got a chance to meet Christian. Did you meet Christian? Christian calls me. He probably calls me every day. Either he calls me or emails me every day. Now that's Christian is the CEO's son. Yeah. And he's one of the, I guess you could say, vice. He's over the marketing. He's over marketing, social media, things like that. So he's over like the LTI website and all those different things. And he does a lot of marketing for LTI. And then we have Camden, which is the owner's son as well. He's more like the CFO or COO. Yeah. And he handles the logistics of everything in the business, operations, like leasing, the leasing things. Like you assign your papers with him when you decide to do lease. So you got a chance to meet all the top people. And Camden just called me the other day, and we had a long talk. That's when I was up in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I told you I talked to Camden. Did he welcome you and all that kind of stuff? Yeah. Camden, like, I met Camden and Christian the first day. Their father was out of town. Okay. So Mr. Sabella, he was out of town. But, so that's why I've been here since January. That's why this is my first time meeting him. But they are like family. Christian, like I said, he calls me every day, or he'll email me or he'll text me. Camden, he'll call me. He's real busy. Camden is super busy, but he apologized that it took him a while to get back to me, but he calls me pretty much once a week, once every 2 weeks. Him and I talk, and we just kind of run ideas past each other as far as trying to market the company, and also different things just to kind of like tighten up some of the things in operations. But and he's very receptive to ideas. You also decided to lease. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to lease. So he just switched over and got into another truck. What kind of truck you get? I have a 2013 Peterbilt 587. This model was actually made towards the end of 2013 because it has the technology package. It has like the touch screen navigation already built in, and the XM radio, and all like the tech package. So It's kind of newer. It's almost like yours because I was kind of low-key hating on you when I rode with you. When I got your truck, I was hating a little bit because her truck is nice. So.
When you first come over to LTI, you're not going to automatically just get in a lease truck, okay? It's going to take you a little bit of time because they want you to get a feel for the company. They also want you to be able to, you know, learn your routes before you make a big decision like that, because leasing is a big decision. So your payments, do you say your payments was pretty decent?
Payments are real good. Our
payments over here for leasing is anywhere from $300 to $600 a week.
I got a $300.
So he has a $300 payment a week on a 2013 Peterbilt.
Yeah.
So he's very excited about that. You ran for a company for 3 months. He ran for company 3 months, and then he decided to go over to the lease side. Do y'all have any questions? Also, while I'm looking over here, I'm recording this for but then I got y'all live over here as well. So if you have any questions about LTI, Anthony can be able to help you and answer some of them. Because when we came in, I think we did like company for like a week or two, and then we switched over to leasing. And company single is different from leasing team. So if y'all have any questions about the company side, I want y'all to get in touch with an inbox like Anthony and ask them. The starting pay for company is what, 44 cents?
It's 44 cents a mile, but I think I'm averaging like 48 cents a mile, 49 cents a mile. And then along with that, you also get like your detention pay and just the other things that are rolled in. So
you get your detention pay, layover pay. You get safety bonuses.
Safety bonuses.
You get your fuel bonus. Also, you get
no idle bonus.
A no idle bonus. So there's a lot of bonuses that you can get within the month of doing your you know, just being safe out here. Also, we just started what is called a Midwest.
Who's that, Anthony Hill?
That's Sin.
I'm still waiting for you to accept my friend request there.
Andy said you didn't accept his friend request.
I'm waiting.
And he upset. He a little salty. I had to calm him down.
He's on New York time. I understand, man. I understand. It's all good, baby.
I had to calm him down. He's been waiting to be accepted on your friend list. Let me tell you something about my brother. Sinister dropped over 30 videos in 24 hours. And I called.
That's the Guinness book right there. And they're not short videos.
I called the Guinness Book World Records, and I told them that, you know, they needed to add you into the Guinness Book
Rodney
World
Davis,
Records.
that's my boy right there. What's going on, Rodney?
So we're gonna get your. They go.
Yo, Big Cat.
Big Cat. Hey, Big Cat. Look at him.
I'm gonna call Big Cat. I need a laugh tonight.
I stole your friend. I got your friend. See,
that's my dog right there.
I'm getting you people. So, what was I saying? Oh, Sister did 20 videos in one day. So, you know, we're going to get him. We're going to take up a poll or something. We're going to try to get him into the Guinness Book of World Records.
He need to be, because his videos aren't short either. But
do y'all have any questions about LTI as far as the company side? They just started a new Midwest fleet.
Yeah, I haven't really heard too much about it.
And the Midwest fleet pays at 50 cents a mile. So, and that's more like if you live in St. Louis or Chicago or something like that, it's like short runs. If you I think you'll be on like 55, running up 55, going up that
70.
way.
Yep.
55, so, 70. As my family, do you feel, you know, I always like to call wherever I'm at, wherever I feel comfortable at, and where, you know, if we making money.
Oh yeah,
then, you know, y'all.
That's why I follow you.
It's my family, you know, because you know, families stick together. Yeah. So I just wanted to come and let y'all talk to Anthony and ask him any questions that you have, and let y'all know that Rodney said he wants you to call him. Rodney Davis said, give him a call. Okay. And but he's over here with me, and we got a lot. There was like 4 drivers that came in today. You know, they starting their training and everything like that. But I'm gonna give y'all an update because I got a surprise for y'all.
Oh, she's showing off.
I gotta come back because I got a surprise. I'm about to
get on my laptop.
We're gonna do a review. What is that?
Put that on that one too so they can see that. She's showing off right now.
I got this big old box in the mail today, and we're going to get ready to do that review of, let me see, for your lease. We got a question. For your lease program, don't they only make you move their product, and don't they force dispatch you? And is there a big success rate with ownership with the truck? And also, I didn't get the rest of it. And also, okay, let me answer the first one. With the lease, don't they only make you move their product? What do you mean as far as their product?
What he's talking about is, all right, so when you lease with a company, obviously you have to pull just solely for that company.
Right.
So this isn't like where you're going out and you're leasing the truck from like a dealership. You actually, right. So like any company that you lease under, you do have to pull their product. Yeah, you do have to pull LTI's product. The other question was, is it forced dispatch? Leasing is not forced dispatch. So if there's something that comes up that doesn't make sense as far as the timeline, like if you got 400 miles and they're giving you 3 days to run 400 miles and you're a lease driver, then you would just, you know, send a little nice message saying, you know, this is not conducive to my business, and for me, I gotta do better than that. So usually they pay attention to that. They know who the lease drivers are. They know that we need the miles. So they work with us with that. I haven't had, maybe since I've been here, and I almost been here a year, I may have turned down one load, and that was it. What about your home time? I just turned the load down today, and I'm a company driver, and the reason is I put in for home time for this weekend. I wanted to be home Friday afternoon until Monday, and the load that they gave me wasn't going to allow me to get home on time, so I basically just called them, and they were
just called them and told them he's a company. Yeah, he's a company driver. So
nothing is really forced.
Now, what about your home time as far as getting you home on time and things like that?
Yeah, when you put in for home time, if you put in from I need to be home Friday morning, Thursday night, they will get you home at the time you're supposed to get home. Now, the reason why he gave me the load that he gave me is it was going up that way, but I felt as though it was kind of going out of the way. He wanted me to go to Wisconsin to PA. Okay. And I wanted a direct load going home. So you I asked for a direct load. They called me in 10 minutes and said, you have a direct load. So candy account, generally we're out for 3 weeks and then we're home.
Okay, he's asking, is there a big success rate with ownership with the truck? I do know that, yes, with the payments being so low as it is, and also, like, we still have people with these gray trucks around here. Those trucks are paid for. So those drivers are still here as well, and they gray trucks are already paid for. So I would say yes. Let's see. How does this company compare to KLLM?
Because we're a smaller company, I feel like it's more of a family feel.
More one-on-one?
Yeah, more one-on-one. I was thinking about this earlier. It was something with KLLM.
I like it because I'm not running. I feel like I don't have to like be busting my butt. Yeah, you know, I got to do 600 miles. Yep. You know, I got to do this. I don't have to go to California. Yep. I don't have to go to Utah. I don't have to be in, you know, past Colorado.
Yeah, the region that we run, the Midwest to the east to the Northeast and everything, it seems to me is better because you're basically doing
I'm able to get the same miles. I'm able to lower my miles, increase my pay, and not be able to run 48 states.
And especially on lease because, I mean, with the fuel, you're actually saving money just on fuel, not having to run all the way to the West Coast. Right. So
and then with the home time, I can actually go home and take days off and run my lease where I'm not in the hole when I come back. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly what I have to make before I go on home time, and I can at least cover that cost and not even be in the hole. I have not been in the hole one time since I've been over here at LTI, and I go home every month. So I like it that way. I like with the lease drivers over here, if you don't run for a day, you get the $200 layover pay. We also get the safety bonuses and all the other bonuses that KLLM didn't give the lease drivers, but we do get those bonuses as well. What other than that?
Let me think. I'm trying to think. See, I just think that the size of the company, the size of this company, they can more personalize your loads. So it's not like, okay, you're in this group, so we have to give you these types of loads. They can personalize your loads to how you like to run.
Okay, Archie says, do they stress owning your own try and going on for yourself, or they content with y'all just driving for them? You're able to bring in trucks. So this week we got somebody that came in and brought their truck at Lone Mountain, and he got a 2013 Freightliner. He put it on with us, and he's able to bring his truck in. So he got his insurance and everything with Lone Mountain. So the only thing that comes out of his check is his fuel and his tags.
Yeah.
Because we pay. The only thing about bringing in your own truck, LTI will not work on your truck, okay? They won't work on your truck if you bring in your own truck. But you can bring it. They're not very particular on what kind of truck you have. You could bring in any truck. And now they're doing a percentage. So if you're on regional, we was at $1.05 a mile plus the fuel surcharge, but now you're on 65%. So if I decide to switch over and go bring a truck from an outside and in, I can do that as well. But the reason that I got these truck with LTI is because they can fix my truck. I don't have to worry about finding somebody to fix it, and they also going to be able to get those parts that I need, you know, like from a clutch or whatever
and
it
just
is.
Like
that
recently, they gave you a loaner truck. So
right, and they gave me a loaner truck.
Yeah.
So if you bring a truck in, you may not necessarily get a loaner truck. You may have to sit for a while until you get your truck fixed. But if you get a truck from LTI, I got in a loaner truck and kept moving, so I wasn't down and out of money.
Still making owner out money.
Right. Let's see. Where's LTI? Miss Johnson, LTI, the base is in St. Louis downtown.
Downtown on what's that? 10th Street.
10th Street.
Yeah,
if you're familiar with St. Louis.
10th Street.
And do they go in and out of Cali? No. The farthest we go is we don't even go is Iowa.
That's it.
We don't even go to Denver, Colorado. We are starting to get a lot of teams coming in, so we're gonna have to do some business, because there's some teams coming in over here at LTI as well. Let's see. Okay, so in Northeast, we only do, I think, like 16 states. Yeah. And how fast is your truck lease? I think how fast it's anywhere from between three and 4 years. Is it 3?
Yeah, it's no, it's
3 and 5.
4 and 5. 4 and 5 years. As far as
4 and 5 years.
Yeah, 4 and 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. Now they do have a buyout, so you have to be careful what year you get, because with mine, I think it's like a $3,000, but it's not that much. Mine is like a $3,000 buyout or something like that. Let's see. No business for yourself. I see you doing long way. So let's see. What are the hiring areas? The hiring areas is 16. Is anything on the? They got a map up here somewhere, but is anything like? I'm trying to look at the map. Is anything?
What is it? I can't.
I-35 and over and up. Go down. We don't go like down to Laredo and all that kind of stuff. We do go to Texas, but we don't go like to Laredo and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. More minorities ownership. You can do all the same. They are just working hard and stay focused. Yeah.
Yep.
And let's see. Is there a balloon payment? Yes, there is a balloon payment, and the balloon payment could be anywhere. It just depends on what year of truck that you have. Okay.
Also, how many years you lease? Like I got a 2013.
And how many years you want to lease? Okay.
If I did a 5-year, if I wanted to do a 5-year lease, there's no balloon payment. If I want to do a 4-year, there's 2 different 4 years that I can do. There's one where there's no balloon payment, and there's one where there is a small balloon payment. And all it is just to pay it off a lot faster.
Right.
So one is like, I think like, it's like just under 4 years, probably like 3 years and 8 months, something like that. Okay. There's a small balloon payment, but it's not much. It's not major.
Yeah, I think mine is only like $3,000. So, but other than that, let's see. We had 30 minutes.
How fast
are your trucks? 65, 62 on
62 on regular,
on
65
pedal,
on
65
cruise.
on the cruise. Unless you bring your own truck in, so they don't
regulate.
They don't regulate your truck if you bring your own truck in. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, since we are a small company, you know, we try to find safe drivers because, you know, you come over here and mess up at LTI, you mess us all up, okay? Because it's not that many.
And then we get the Qualcomm messages.
Yeah, so we get those little messages. But other than that, we doing a training. We started a training program. So we got students. I just met a lady that is finishing up with her training this week. So we just wanted to come because y'all always see me and telling y'all about the company, and I just want to tell y'all, show y'all other drivers that are here with me and their experience at LTI as well. So
and as many times as we've been, as many times we've seen each other, we never made a video. We was always on the go.
Yeah, so we see each other a lot, but we just never had time to do a video. So I just wanted to come in here and let y'all get a chance to let's see, do they take quality trucks? Yes. They take quality trucks. But if you already have a quality truck, my opinion, I would say, okay, that's you could bring that truck in. But if you're trying to go and get a quality truck, you may have a different experience. And the reason why is because we don't have a lot of people going to get quality trucks, okay? They would rather just get a truck from off the yard because quality can be such a difficult process as far as getting a truck, okay? And you know, you don't want to get in that situation where the truck break down and all that kind of stuff. But if you already in a quality truck, then it's easy just to switch it over. And I think quality gives you another 14 days or whatever before you have to make your first payment. The maintenance on here is like 8 cents a mile for your maintenance.
Up to how much is it? 5,000?
No, it's no the cap on the maintenance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a cap.
Okay.
That's not a cap. Now you can negotiate that once you made a certain amount on your maintenance, and they can, you know, cap it off and say, you know, hey, you've been, you know, making your payments. You
but
ain't,
with the older trucks,
yeah,
you definitely gonna want to have more. But you definitely,
yeah, because I had about 6,000 in my maintenance, and my clutch went out. So. You definitely, yeah. I don't think they better not took the whole. I want the discount. I want the discount maintenance. The clutch. I don't want the expensive clutch. I want the discount clutch.
Oh,
so but other than that, y'all, if y'all didn't have any other questions, I am, let's see, security deposit. No security deposit. You don't pay a security. So you can bring your truck from Lone Mountain. We just had somebody bring their truck from Lone Mountain. You could bring your truck from Quality. You can get a truck off the yard. You can basically do, and now the trucks that we have are automatics.
Yeah, so the newer ones are.
Now we got training. So if you got your CDL, or you know somebody that's getting in the industry and they got their CDL, or if they having problems at school getting trained, okay, tell them to give LTI a call and we can get them in here to get with one of our trainers. And I think the training program is about 4 weeks. So about 4 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks.
It depends on the driver. If the driver picks up pretty fast, as I think if you're brand new, you just got your license, then what they'll do is they'll do a mandatory 4 weeks just to make sure you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Because there's a grading system that the instructor. I used to be an instructor. I have a single bid now. I'm going lease, so I can't be an instructor anymore. But there's a certain criteria that they grade you on, so they grade every week. After the 4 weeks, what they'll do is the trainer and Leo, who's in charge of the program, will have a one-on-one talk and just kind of grade the student over the phone, and then they'll bring the student in and see if they can upgrade them or not. If you drive good, you can upgrade in 4 weeks. If you need just a little bit more practice on backing up, things like that, they'll give you that extra 2 weeks because they want you to practice so that you don't hit anything or, you know, cause any property damage and things like that. So.
All right, y'all. Well, we are out. I know it's late. I know it's y'all bedtime. Y'all on y'all 10-hour breaks.
It's my bedtime.
It's raining over here, and I'm washing clothes. So, but I gotta come back to y'all. My next video I'm gonna do is going to be the feeling of the Samsung Galaxy 8
I'm not gonna be in this video because I'm gonna have the hater face.
I got the VR gear, so I'm gonna show y'all everything that they sent me, and I picked it up here at the yard today.
She got the wireless fast charger. She got. So I'm not gonna participate in this next video. I'm gonna be on my laptop. I'm low key hating right now. I got my little old Edge.
Whatever.
Her phone is like this much bigger.
But I do have to turn my iPhone back in. I made the decision that I don't want no iPhone no more. So let's see. Do the lease program take brokerage load? Yes, we take broker load. We take CH Robinson, TQL, I won't say any and everybody.
No, not everybody. we have a select group that we use.
that we do use. And
I've used CH Robinson
for the most part, we contact the brokers. Like, they'll give us the phone number, and we're the ones that relate to the brokers and tell them, who we are. We're going to be picking up their load, what time we're going to be arriving, and all that kind of stuff. And then, they put the little app on our phone to track us and make sure, and they contact us directly, okay? Which I didn't do that at KLLM. We didn't do that. But I haven't had issue with broker loads. And the people that we get our broker loads from, I mean, they are so nice. One company said, well, Miss Tamara, I'm so thankful that you delivered our load, and I appreciate you, and da-da-da-da. They was just going on, and you was on time and got unloaded and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, what?
I've gotten free candy and everything.
I know. So we have some good broker loads. So, and they really do take care of us. And we usually I don't have any problems with them. We contact with them directly, and they communicate with us, and we update them.
Miles.
So, and we do get good miles.
CH Robinson hooked me up one week.
So, yeah, I just had a CH Robinson
load. They hooked me up one week.
Yeah.
Definitely. Had me in the mountains, but they hooked me up one week. I-77, but they hooked me up.
But if you keep me rolling, I don't care. My pay, I ain't got to negotiate nothing. My pay stay the same regardless of what it is. So, I like that. So,
I'm on the board now for a good mile.
So if I could show y'all, this is our board we do every week. If y'all can see that screen back there. It's a graph board, so you can see what drivers get the miles. Okay, so if you see a driver name up there too many times, you be like, "Wait a minute, it's a little bit of favor."
I'm about that John dude. That John dude ran like 3,800 miles. I don't know how he did that.
It's a little bit of favoritism, but they let.
But I happen to make the board this week. So
so Anthony's on the board.
Yeah, I made the board,
and you're able to see, who's getting the miles and how many miles the fleet is getting and things like that. So. But let's see. That's it. They do no security deposit. Yes, they take quality truck. So if you my cry phone, Fred said, Fred, you got to wait till I get this
your cry phone,
this Galaxy 8. I'm finna unveil it in a few minutes. But
I won't be here.
But y'all, I just wanted to come and just let y'all chat it up with Anthony before he goes before he goes to sleep. And other than that, y'all, I'm gonna let you. Oh, so if y'all want to know about LTI, go on the website, put the application in. If you are coming here for leasing or owner op, bringing in your own truck, okay, you need to talk to Joanne. Okay, Joanne is the person that you need to talk to. Okay, she will get you squared away on leasing and owner op. Yep. If you are coming in here being company, Miss Pat and Dante, we only got 3 recruiters. Miss Pat and Dante are the ones that you want to talk to about that. If you want to know any information about how the drivers run and things like that, you can look for Jason Miller. He's on my page. You can look for Anthony Berry. He's on my page. And there's a lot of other people. We got some teams that's on my page. But you can get their experience. A student, I may be getting a student shortly, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about that as well. So other than that, y'all,
and if there's any veterans on there, hit me up. Anthony Berry, hit
veterans.
Me up. Please,
he said he'd hit them up. Orientation is every Monday. Every Monday they will either fly you in, take a train.
Yeah, they either catch a train if you live close enough, a bus. I flew in. He hooked me up.
They flew him in from Philly.
Yeah, out there. They flew me in right to the airport, picked me up, brought me right to the hotel. So I can't complain about that. No layover. I did have a small layover in Atlanta, but that wasn't really a layover. It was Atlanta.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That was Atlanta Airport stuff.
But other than that, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. I will be right back because I am going to do a live feed on unveiling the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus from Verizon.
She is so hyped right now.
Bye.